The United Arab Emirates is composed of 7 emirates. The 2 main emirates are Abu Dhabi and Dubai. The first one being the political capital, and the second one the economic capital in some aspect. Both cities are booming and witnessing a large influx of newcomers, and both of them are about 1 hour away from each other driving. Okay. The UAE market is composed of 2 different housing markets, despite a lot of similarities between both of them. Both are currently very tight rental markets with increasing demand leading to higher rents, especially in established areas. The markets are both composed of quality villas and apartments. They are divided between older established areas versus new international standard developments. The newer developments are usually gated community, even though safety is not an issue in the UAE. The little stock in good quality accommodation is leading to a very fast-moving market with little or no room for negotiation as demand is quite high. The good properties will stay on the market for about 7 to 10 days, which means the decision will have to be made right away. The home search viewing listing will only get finalized the day before, which leads to potential changes during the day as we go along, properties disappearing or coming on the market. The market has a majority of unfurnished properties with very limited choice of furnished properties. Most properties will be coming without appliances. The properties are being rented on annual lease term. The rent payment is made by check, generally in 1 payment up front. There are possibilities to negotiate up to 4 installments, but that's not granted. The tenant will have to sign the agreement and hand over all payments before the landlord signs the lease. And until the landlord signs, the deal is not guaranteed. Landlord can back out at any time during the process. There is a security deposit of 5% of the annual rent to be paid. It's usually paid at the moment of securing the property. The lease would start within 7 to 10 days following the visit. It means that the home search should not be started too early in the process. There are a lot of unlicensed or unregistered agents on the market showing no ethic or very little ethic. We have some websites as well which are showing as well unrealistic high stock of properties with prices lower than the market, and they should not be trusted. So someone will have to be sure to work with reputable licensed agents to ensure good quality service. In terms of education, there are plenty of international standard schools. A wide range of curriculum are available from international, British, American, French, Indian, German, Australian. All of them are private school, which leads to high cost, anywhere from 5,000 to 25,000 US dollars per year. Seats are in high demand in most schools, but we can reassure parents that they will get the kids in a good school if they can show flexibility. They might not get the first choice or all siblings in the same school the first year, but the following year usually will be the case. There is a high demand in lower primary. Anyone coming to the UAE should be proactive in terms of looking for school and try to look at information prior to coming to the UAE. There's a lot of information present on the websites from the schools. Try to carry as much as possible documentation with you. The school require all certificate, diplomas, birth certificate to be attested by the UAE consulate embassy back home. There is a non-refundable application fee for each school and each kid to be paid upfront. Culture is definitely a challenge in the sense that the country is quite liberal in appearance, but it is a Muslim-regulated country, and expatriates are expected to act in a respectful manner towards the tradition of the country. The newcomers have a tendency to feel too comfortable too quick, and things like public display of affection is not tolerated. Unmarried couples is something which is not allowed in the country. They cannot live together. Alcohol consumption is restricted to clubs, bar, hotels, and private homes. And even though we're seeing a shifting of the culture towards more liberalism recently, one would have to be careful. The weather is at the same time is a pro and a con from Dubai, in the sense that the weather in the winter is quite nice and something that people are looking for. While in the summer it can come as a shock for many people during the first visit in the UAE. Temperatures can go as high as 48 Celsius, which is 118 Fahrenheit, with a humidity between 85 and 95% across the whole country in July and August. This may hinder many outdoor activities during the day. Most of the life at that time is happening indoors with AC-controlled environment. Be aware of the country culture. Try to do some research online before visiting. Do not trust websites when you're looking for a home. They can be misleading and have inaccurate information. Properties in UAE might not be as spacious as houses in some places of the world. I would say do not expect to use public transportation. Even though the metro is brand new and up and running, most expatriates will buy a car and use it for commuting. And the housing market is quite different. Try to come with an open mind. It is a fast-moving market. Decision will need to be made right away. And properties are becoming available on the market as soon as they're being vacated, which means that someone visiting will have to try to project themselves in a property which might not be cleaned or repaired yet, not repainted. It will be done at a later stage. Top 5 things people are telling us they like the most. Weather in the winter is very pleasant. UAE is a very safe place to live in with almost non-existing crime. The country is very clean and the aesthetic is very important, and the government is taking care of that. Administration are very efficient, customer service is quite high now. And then there's a lot of activities happening, anywhere from sport activities, sport events, cultural activities, concerts, especially in the winter. And finally, Dubai is famous for shopping. So most major brands are present there, and then people like to shop there. So wishing you welcome to the UAE. Ahlan wa sahlan fil Emirat al Arabiya al Mutahida.